You are listening to the Brilliant Events and Venues podcast, where you learn about everything from unique ideas for attendee engagement to cool venues for hosting your events. Thank you for tuning in to episode 5 of the Brilliant Events and Venues podcast. My name is Shantae, and I'm the project manager for Scavenger. And today I'm going to share with you some information about social media, how you can use it to pre-market your events, and also some information that you can use to help decide which social media platform or platforms you can use. There are a lot of social media sites out there, but it doesn't mean that you have to use all of them to promote your event. So what I'm going to do is share some information on just a few of them, and this information will be helpful for you as you decide on which social media site or social media sites that you will use to promote your events. So before we get started, let's take a look at some of the interesting stats that I found about social media. One stat that I found to be very interesting is that there are about 3.5 billion active users on social media. That's a lot, especially when you look at there's about 7.7 billion people on the planet. So there's a lot of people that is using social media, and this is why I think it's important to use social media to promote your events. And on average, people have about 7.6 social media accounts, and there's a reason for that because there's a lot of social media sites out there. So that's pretty easy to do. The average daily time spent on social media is 142 minutes a day. So with all of that in mind, let's move forward and look at how you can use social media to promote your events. So how can you use social media to promote your events? Well, one thing you could do is you can use social media for your pre-event marketing. The cool thing about social media is that it's free. There's different sites that you can use that have, in my opinion, some advantages over others, and I'm going to share those with you in the next segment. Some things you can do is post images, promo graphics, videos. You can really get creative and create memes or use existing ones to promote your events. And something to keep in mind is that you have an audience, you have speakers, you have vendors, you have your exhibitors, and you have attendees that are going to be attending your event. So what you want to do is really equip them with what they can use to easily promote your event. So for example, for your speakers, get their headshot and then have a graphic designer place their headshot, their topic along with their name on the graphic that they can use to promote themselves to their following, their network about your event. Also, for your exhibitors, give them what they need so they can also promote it. Now, when you're promoting on social media, keep in mind that certain social media sites have different dimensions for graphics. So if you have templates made up by your graphic designer, then you can have them ready to go to where all you have to do is just place the elements on there and distribute it to your vendors, to your speakers, your presenters, and then also for your team to promote the event on the social media sites as well. You can also use social media for post-event marketing. So after the event is over, you can send out thank yous. You can talk about how great the event went, how you're looking forward to next year, and then share what made your event brilliant. What was cool? What was exciting? What happened? What were some of the highlights that were there? Use social media to share that. This will be really good for promoting for the next year's event. Also, save the date. Now that you have everyone's attention, now they are talking about your event, save the date. Send those out as well. So while that's fresh in their minds about what happened at your event and what you're sharing, now you're saying, save the date for the next event. Now, there are a lot of social media sites out there, and you're probably wondering, Which social media sites should I use? There are so many. Yes, you're right. And the answer to that question is that it is up to you. Do with what you are comfortable with and do what makes sense. But I'm going to share some information that may sway your perspective on some social media sites that you may or may not be using. And also they may help you decide on which ones you want to use. And of course, if you could do multiples, do multiple. So for example, Facebook I have as number one because Facebook has 2,375 billion users. Some of the benefits about posting on Facebook is that you can have your events page, you can post images, videos, and also include a link to your website. Instagram has 1 billion users. Instagram is really good for images and videos, and the user audience for Instagram, they're a younger audience. Actually, according to that site that I mentioned earlier, which is brandwatch.com, the average user for Instagram is actually younger than 35. So if you're looking to reach the younger audience, then Instagram is definitely one that you want to include in your social media marketing plan. So YouTube has 1.9 billion users, and YouTube is known for videos. So with that in mind, you can actually post your videos on YouTube and direct your vendors, your attendees, your speakers, and your other coordinators that are on your team, have them go to that as a resource for the videos that you place on your channel for them to share. So when they're using their social media sites and they're promoting themselves, they can say, hey, I'm going to be at this event. Check out this video. So now that's going to give you more exposure for your upcoming event. For LinkedIn, LinkedIn has 610 million users. And with LinkedIn, some of the benefits is that you can post images, videos, and also link to your website. Again, a really good way to reach a more mature audience for LinkedIn. And then also an interesting fact I want to share about LinkedIn, just in case you're wondering if you should use this for your marketing plan, is that 106 million of the people that use LinkedIn, they use it on a monthly basis. So like I said before, there's 610 million users on LinkedIn, and then 106 million access it on a monthly basis. And then we have Twitter. Twitter has 330 million users, and you can post images, videos. They also have a meme library, so you can actually use memes from Twitter as well, and also include a link to your website. So again, these are good ways to promote your business. The only one that I saw that has some limitations would be Instagram, just because you can't directly link from your post to your website, but you can include it in your profile page for Instagram. I hope you have found all of this information that I shared about social media and marketing for your events helpful. One thing I want to add is that as you're promoting, some things to keep in mind that I would suggest is if you're going to have graphics available for your audience to share, like for your speakers, for your attendees, your vendors, your exhibitors, etc., make sure that you have those graphics designed professionally. Also, have your hashtag included so that when you're encouraging others to share about your event, that they include that hashtag as well. And then keep your audience in mind when you're promoting your event using social media. If you're looking to reach a more mature audience, consider LinkedIn. If you're looking to reach the younger audience, 35 and under, then make sure that you have Instagram at the top of your list. Increase attendee engagement at your events with Scavenger's game-based mechanics. Learn more at scavengerhunt.biz or give us a call at 800-975-5161.